We are off and running. I am so excited to introduce you to the next couple of showcase companies. But before I do, I want to take one moment to tell you what Oregon Angel Food really means to us this year. The manifesto that we wrote to guide this year's event really nails it. We are craft. We are local. We stand together in the kitchen and in the street. We have worked really hard this year to start building the relationships that will help Oregon Angel Food become a welcoming place for entrepreneurs and makers of all kinds as this event continues to grow. More than a third of this year's OregonAF makers identify as people of color, 60% as women founders, and more than a third come from outside the Portland metro area, from Depot Bay to Joseph. We come together to make it all real, to invest in each other and ourselves. We know what we make won't save the world, and believe it's the only thing that will. And now I want to introduce you to one more person who has come together to make this event real. Affectionately known as Loafy's dad, I'm super excited to introduce you to Loafy's creator and our volunteer art director, Bob Smith. Bob, thanks so much for joining us. You have been OEN Volunteer of the Year this year. Will you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and where you came from?
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, this has been a really fun project, and it's something that I love doing the entire package like this, like the character design and the look and feel, all of it. And so I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I've worked for food and beverage industry. I've done wine packaging. I've done a lot of work for restaurants, and it's just really, really fun to be a part of this.
Now, you and I both know that OregonAF is kind of a double entendre. Will you tell us how that inspired you?
A little bit. It's actually a really funny story, as you would expect. I remember being on the phone with Oregon Angel Food, and I was writing down, taking notes, and I was like, Oregon Angel Food, OAF, OAF, nah, not really. And then it was like, hey, Oregon AF, nah, they'll never go for that. And then I ran it past them, and they were like, yeah, we love that. And I was like, I love you for loving that. It's such a great position, because it's like, we are Oregon AF.
Introduce us to Loafy.
I would love to introduce you to Loafy. Loafy is my best friend. I was eating a sandwich one day when I was working on the concept for what this character should be. And I was thinking, I knew it was going to be food. I didn't know what kind of food, apples or whatever, potatoes. And I looked at the sandwich I was eating, and it sounds like I'm making this up, but I'm not. I looked at it, it's like, that's the state of Oregon. I'm eating the state of Oregon. Anyway, so drew a face on it, drew the state of Oregon, made him look like a loaf of bread, and like, boom, we were done. The great thing about bread is that it can be made out of almost anything. So Loafy is a multi-grain bread. He loves everybody, he represents everybody. And he's just here to have a good time and inspire us all.
You have been incredibly generous, because all the proceeds from our Loafy merch go to benefit the nonprofit Oregon Entrepreneurs Network, so thank you. Bob, we've got two more showcase companies. Will you introduce them for us?
I would love to. Coming up next, we have Your Bar and WAPA.